as fuck. Dope boys hardly getting bread, they crummy as fuck. Meanwhile, I'm stacking up my blessings the size of a truck. Don't want no smoke with you, my baby, just show me some love. What up? Pictures in my phone. You and I living life like what a time to be alive.
It's funny watching these niggas that do like music reviews, but they don't want to say the shit's trash that they listening to.
Jeremiah ad-libs. Why do them if you can't,
What he said that that's in Jeremiah's ad libs. What does that mean?
Why do a music review if you can't give a real review?
If you had Jeremiah ad-libs on this,
If you could just get Jeremiah on the track, you'd be good to go. That's what he said.
that shit would be crazy.
It'd be good if you were somebody else.
Yeah.
Like some lower background vocals, like Harvey.
Yeah, if you had some other people on this shit and you just put you way in the back, you'd be alright. No, the lyrics were trash too. I get like being nice about it because like I don't think I'd be nice about it. And niggas be like, "Who are you?" And I'd be like, "Look, this is what fuck I am. Don't you even worry about it." But still, like you can see it on his face. He just doesn't want to say like, "Go back to FedEx, my nigga." You know what I mean?
Don't quit your day job.
Yeah. Welcome to B2B, presented by In My Bag Apparel and Bully's Cuts and Styles. I am your boy EB. With me, as always, is my brother, the bully himself, CB the Bully. What's happening, homie?
What it dooski?
Oh, you know it. We got football today. Gonna talk some hoop news. We'll do a MVP guessing game. Got some music, some movies to talk about. Let's get into it, man. Let's start with Sunday Night Football. Just ended not too long ago. The Chargers beat the Bengals in a good one. Bengals were unable to complete the comeback. They were down, I think it was 27-6 at halftime.
Okay.
Scored 21 straight in the second half. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and those boys. At the end of the game, though, Justin Herbert for the Chargers leads an 86-yard drive capped off by J.K. Dobbins' touchdown run in the final minute of the game to cap it off and seal the deal after blowing that 3-touchdown lead. I wanted to make sure I watched this game because I haven't caught the Chargers really since Phillip Rivers. You know what I mean? Like I haven't paid much attention to them. And they're
since like Ludanian Tomlinson and shit.
Yeah, like I haven't paid too much. Like, and I knew Justin Herbert was good, but I wanted to see it for myself because there's been a lot of other people talking about him for years since he's been in the league, and Jim Harbaugh, since he's been the coach over there, has just raved about him too. And I want seen it for myself and the weapons they put around him and how they've changed up things with Derwin James and Khalil Mack still on that team. They got leadership, skill positions are tight, good coaching staff. And they're 7-3 now. The Chargers are 7-3. So I
didn't even know they were doing that good.
Yeah, dog. They're right. If you look at the playoffs right now, there's 3 teams in the AFC West in the playoff picture. When you look at the Chiefs, even though they caught their first loss today, we'll talk about that in a sec. The Denver Broncos, as well as the Los Angeles Chargers, only team not in our division. Sorry ass Raiders.
Trash. Broncos are doing their thing too.
Oh, Bo Nix threw 4 touchdowns today.
Nice little game from him, man. He looks comfortable.
Against Atlanta? Was that it?
That was a kind of like a must-win for the Broncos too, man.
It's a good game, man. It's good.
Blowout too, 38-6.
I didn't think they'd look this good this fast with Bo Nix. I like how they're figuring it out over there.
I don't think it shows that Sean Payton can coach.
For sure.
You know, it wasn't just a Drew Brees thing. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about them needing growth and time to mesh and get better throughout the season, and having a rookie quarterback, and they're ahead of schedule. And the defense looks great in Denver. Like they've been playing really good football.
Mm-hmm. Like all good things, patience.
Exactly.
Blowout Lions Jags.
Yep.
Crazy, bro. 52-6. They're still rolling. What are they now? Like 9-2, 9-1.
Yep, 1 loss.
My goodness. Peace.
Yeah. Like I talked about, the Chiefs got their first loss today. Bills beat them 30-21. Another good game. Two of the best games so far this season, I think. Probably this Bills Chiefs game and then later on with this, what ended up being good with this Chargers Bengals game. This
Yeah,
was
the Chiefs, bro. That's crazy. They finally got a loss.
Josh Allen put the game away late in the fourth with a 26.
That rushing, that shit. How many yards was that?
I was actually just about to say, with a 26-yard touchdown, 300 overall yards on the day. What?
I can't talk, nigga. I was just asking.
I was in the middle of the sentence of saying that he ran for 26 yards, and then you asked the question. Mahomes threw 3 touchdowns. Ended up getting sacked twice. Von Miller was cited in this game. Got him a sack on old Patty Mahomes. Good to see the former Bronco making plays. Like we said, Chiefs' first loss of the season, and low-key, they're probably happy about it because you don't have to worry about this undefeated talk on every show, getting asked this question after every game, after every practice. Whenever you're with the media, they're like, "Can you guys go undefeated? Can you do this? Can you do that?" They can focus on what I think has been their focus the whole time, is winning their 3rd Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's good to get the a loss out of the way when it doesn't matter as much.
And then it's a good win for the Bills, but Josh Allen beats Patrick Mahomes in the regular season, just to turn around and get beat by Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. So
sounds like some Mahomes type teams right there.
You want to take that as a sign of things to come, or maybe this is a sign they can get it done in the playoffs as well. Yet to see, but no, I don't think the Bills should be too high about it, or the Chiefs are really that worried at all. D-Hop didn't have too big of a game either. A couple, 3 catches.
Yeah, no, I should have sat his ass on my fantasy.
Okay, you do still have him.
Mm-hmm. I've gotten rid of him. I've brought him back. I brought him back when he became a Chief.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, why not?
I don't feel like he really had a fair one since since Houston, before Osweiler. So
yeah,
I know he's getting up there in age, but he's he had the best hands in the league at one time.
Oh, I'd still put him up there with him and maybe like Devontae Adams.
Right, and I don't even think it's like his fault that he's not getting looks. I mean, when Mahomes needs to go deep, I'm sure he's going to be one of the first options.
Right. I mean, and he's been there 3 weeks, so there's some things to figure out with him. They will be fine. It's kind of more worrisome now that they got that loss out of the way, and they can start to ramp up and for this playoff push. And they're already
some shit. Yeah.
First in the conference, so they'll get that first round bye too. And Kelsey's had 1 good game so far this year, so still plenty to come for the Chiefs.
You might call it a day after this one, bro.
Huh?
You get 1 more ring this year, he's calling it.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
4 is good. I'm out.
Right.
Just tour with Taylor.
Exactly.
I mean, he got on stage
stars and shit,
like London or something. He was on stage, did some performing with her on her tour.
Dancing with the Stars, I can see in his future.
I can see both Kelsey brothers doing Dancing with the Stars.
Maybe the same season. You might be waiting on that.
I can see it.
Calling it.
Another good one, more like on the defensive side of the ball, ended with the win was 6 field goals. Was the Steelers beating the Ravens 18-16. This is a lot of people were looking for the Steelers to get a legit win against a legit opponent. You know what I mean? They've won some good games, but not against great teams. And to see how Russell performs in these kind of things, they got a good win against a good team, and they did it in a game that Russell Wilson wasn't great. He's been awesome the first few weeks he's been with the starter since he's come back from the hamstring injury, and this game wasn't really his. But like I said, 6 field goals gets it done. Shout out to the defense as well, forcing a couple fumbles. But Lamar is now also 1-4 against the Steelers in his career. In the division, rivalry game.
Fumble for Derek. Yeah, I mean, it's not the time right now to be falling apart.
Still plenty of time to get it together, though. They still got some things to figure out defensively. They looked way better on defense this week.
What's it, 7 weeks left?
Yeah.
Added another week, yep.
Yeah.
Shout out the Eagles that got it done on Thursday.
Shit, it's almost playoff time in fantasy.
Just trying to hold that second spot, man.
Yo, who were your best fantasy players this week?
Jacobs. I know Jacobs for Green Bay went off for me. Let's see.
That's good. Oh, that's good.
That's a good drink.
Yeah, it's like an NA beer kind of thing.
Oh, very nice.
A Klosthaler.
Cooper Cup. Sorry, Cooper Cup gave me 2 touchdowns, 106 yards, 6 for 10 for a reception.
How many fantasy?
8.6 fantasy points, 23.4 for Jacobs. He gave me 1 touchdown, 76 yards, 4 for 5 for receptions. And then, yeah, Hopkins didn't do much. I got Mayers from Vegas. He's been subpar, 28 yards. Pickens, he's always producing 89 yards. Young Koo, 9 points. And I just picked up Geno Smith from the Seahawks because I did get rid of Trevor Lawrence during his bye, and I saw somebody else picked him up.
Did you play him?
Yes, I did. I did play Geno Smith.
Nice.
And he ended up giving me 16 points. He ran in for a touchdown, 221 yards throwing.
You ran in for the game winner.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, I'm not mad at that pickup for real.
Shout out to
Lawrence.
Shout out to the Rams having healthy receivers because you got those points out of Cooper Cup and I got 25 out of Puka Nacua.
Them boys are nice, boy.
Yeah.
They're nice on Madden. Like if the pass gets like tipped away from Cup and Puka Nacua can still find a way to grab it on the game. It's kind of crazy. He's like the only receiver that can do that.
Yeah, it's nice to have him back in my lineup after his injury. And, you know, as always is the case with me in fantasy football, I'm getting hit by injuries. And so I picked up David Njoku, the tight end for the Browns, Saturday night because I found out Dalton Kincaid wasn't playing for the Bills. He ended up getting me 19 today.
Goddamn.
So I'll tell you, and Dalton Kincaid hasn't done that all year.
We'll take that. He might not get no more playing time with that shit.
Right. And the best of my week could still be yet to come because I picked up somehow Nico Collins from the Texans was just out there ready to clear waivers.
That's what I like about football fantasy, bro. Like somebody can make a name for themselves in a matter of weeks.
Puka Nacua he's been out with an injury.
I know he's nice. He made a name for himself last season.
Why was he sitting there? As I don't know. I don't understand how I got him.
Oh, Puka Nacua?
No, my bad.
Yeah, you said Puka Nacua.
Nico Collins.
Okay.
For the Texans. He might be their best receiver, and he was just sitting there because I guess because he was hurt, somebody dropped him. But he's coming back Monday night.
It's going down.
So I'll take him. I got
the
riches at wide receiver. Devontae had an all right game today too. So and Cortland Sutton had an okay game.
Hell yeah, I got the dub. I scored low, but still got it done this week.
Everybody except for my kicker scored double figures, and he was close because I had the Bengals kicker.
Yeah, this is a high week for your ass.
We just rounded in the form, dog.
All right, I'm covered for that ass, dog.
I just want you. If you look at the standings right now, it has me down in 5th place with this win. Since you're picking up an easy win, looks like D's not playing no more. He quit fantasy after he quit the podcast. You getting an easy win, so don't think I didn't notice that. And then me picking up my win this week, and Dennis from Match My Energy Pod losing, I can move from 5th to 3rd, so I'm right behind you.
That's fine, bro.
I'm right there. So we here.
Yes, sir.
So lucky you'll miss me in the first round.
We will see. Let me see why I had such a low scoring week.
Yeah, you got by. If D was still playing, you might have caught an L right there.
He still got Stroud that needs to play.
Should just disband his team and just divvy it all out.
All right. Okay, Mayfield didn't play. Oh, Kittle was out, and I put Goddard on the bench. Hopkins didn't do shit. It's all right, man. We'll be back.
It's a good week to fuck up.
Yes, sir.
Good week to fuck up. All right, let's talk some hoop, man. There's a lot of different types of basketball things happening around basketball, and I love it. Jalen Rose is back in the studio. He'll be back on the studio show next basketball season, but it'll be for Big Ten Countdown on Peacock. They got him as a college analyst, and he's a former Big Ten star playing for Michigan. So they got him covering college hoops. What do you think? You excited to see Jay Rose back? Do you care? Did you like Jay Rose?
I don't really care. I didn't even notice he was gone, honestly.
Not a fan of Jalen Rose commentary?
Fuck with Jalen. I just don't need a. I mean, there's enough analysts,
You wouldn't rather have him than somebody else? Or you're
Jalen's cool. I'll definitely give him a listen for sure. Peacock.
I'm surprised he's not doing NBA too.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm sure it's only a matter of time. It'll probably happen.
He was on ESPN for a minute, huh?
Like 12, 15 years, something like that.
Had to falling out with that one girl, and then
well, they said it was budget cuts because he was one of a lot of the layoffs that they laid off a bunch of talent at that time. So it might have been falling out with Molly. I don't understand how he did that anyway. Anywho,
I don't know.
All right. Also, Blake Griffin is in talks with Amazon to fill what they've called a Charles Barkley-esque role for Prime's NBA coverage. What do you think about that?
Okay, so he's some kind of comic relief and maybe a little knowledge of the game as well.
Well, yeah, I think it's been said that he's funny. He's done stand up and shit like that. So I
think he is funny. I've seen him on some podcasts. I think he's funny.
I think his basketball knowledge is vast. I'd say it's pretty good knowledge. I will say nobody's filling Charles Barkley role. There's one of those. It doesn't matter if you try to build something like Inside the NBA or anything like that. You're not going to get a Charles Barkley. Closest thing to it they already got when Draymond Green ends up coming in full time.
Closest thing to it for sure.
Yeah, but luckily we don't have to worry about that for now because ESPN has made a deal with Turner, TNT, and sports they'll air Inside the NBA on ESPN starting next season, but they'll still film in Atlanta at Studio J. Ernie, Shaq, Kenny, Chuck, all four of them still in studio with the whole production crew from Inside the NBA that we currently have. I'm sure there'll be some changes. There always is, regardless of what happens. But when it airs,
it's them four, they can do whatever, man.
It'll be them. It'll be them with their crew just on ESPN next year.
I fuck with it. Thank God they're not going nowhere.
We don't have to miss them yet, man. Are there any former or current players that you could think of that you'd want to see in an analyst role, or you think would be good in an analyst role?
That's not already an analyst.
Yeah. This thing is good, dog. Grapefruit. It is crisp and fruity. The ultimate refreshment. I agree. Klaus Holler. Shout out Klaus Holler. Maybe they get us a fucking sponsorship. I'll drink this shit every day. Klaus Holler.
You said any players that aren't playing or any players that I could see doing it later on?
Either way. Either some that are off, hidden in the bushes that haven't been around for a little bit that you think would be cool to see on TV. Or
I think Jimmy Butler would be pretty dope.
All right. I can see Jimmy, yeah.
I follow his YouTube page. He's pretty dope, for sure.
I like Jimmy.
Jimmy doing something like that. He likes to talk. In an analyst role, not too many people, man. I feel like point guards are good coaches.
What about Doc Rivers?
I did like Doc. I really like Doc at that.
I'm saying in the future.
Yeah, in the future's cool too. But when he was doing it just for that little bit, I love that shit.
The Bucks are 12th in the East right now. It's only a matter of time. Come All-Star break, we could have Doc Rivers back on the sideline, calling games with Doris Burke and Mike Green.
I know there's more players I'd like to see do shit like that, though.
Still get Doc Rivers in the playoffs, but it'll be on commentary. What about Tim Duncan?
Somebody that doesn't talk a lot.
That you don't hear talk a lot. You listen to his teammates, he's funny. Obviously has basketball knowledge. I think, and if you listen to how like Shaq talks about how he talks shit and things like that kind of sarcasm, I think could play well on TV. I don't think he'd ever do it. But
I would like to see Tim Duncan do anything for sure.
yeah, like you get Tim Duncan out of his shell, like a different side of Tim Duncan. I think it'd be cool. Like it might have to be with Shaq or somebody like that. But Tim Duncan on TV could be good.
No, that'd be good as shit.
What about Kevin Durant?
I like Kevin Durant. I like him more when I hear him on podcasts. So yeah, I think so.
I think his love for ball would make him a good fit, but it could also be the thing that hurt it because I feel like Kevin Durant couldn't just watch basketball. Like he'd have to be in there, like he'd want to play. And regardless of him already being retired and to have basketball still in his face like that, I think when he'd be one of those guys when he retires, just all the way away from basketball. Because he'll never get rid of that itch. I think.
I don't know. Or he just hoops. Just keeps hooping.
He's always just in that mentality like I could still do that. And it wouldn't let him like enjoy that part of it, I think.
I like to see Allen Iverson and Carmelo do some shit together.
Like
I don't know if I don't know if they had a falling out or whatever, but you don't see them on podcasts or nothing together.
It is weird you haven't seen AI on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it was like, yo, give me the ball, I'm mellow. And then he's like, you know, I'm the fucking answer. You know.
Don't they both have different players wearing their number in Denver?
Who's wearing number 3?
I don't know. The first thing that came to mind was Ty Lawson.
Well, yeah. But yeah, it's just surprising. Like, it seemed like they were a lot like each other when they hooped here together.
They were fun to watch, too. I love that time.
In the Olympics.
Get to the conference finals.
Yeah, man.
Get to the conference
I
finals.
would like to see them, you know, have a sit down or something.
No, it's George Karl's fault that they didn't get a ring.
Yeah, I mean, it's George Karl's fault that you don't see any of those nuggets in the arena at all.
No, I'm just saying because George Karl pissed off Kobe. And Kobe said he will never let the Nuggets get a ring because of what George Karl did. Like, and yeah, that all of that too.
Right.
It's crazy to think that it was just earlier this week, but the NBA Cup tipped off Tuesday, and with that we got the return of Klay Thompson to Golden State.
What a game,
man!
What a game.
First of all, the reception for him was crazy. Like you don't see, you get like the welcome back packages and the tributes and all of that,
but you don't see him wearing the sailor hat the whole damn game.
The staff, the crowd, everybody like that. Nobody's been shown that amount of love coming back to a team, so that was cool to see.
4 championships, bro. That's 4 of them.
So Steph was supposed to speak, but Klay said no. Well, do you think that was a good call, or should Steph have spoke?
I think Klay should have let Steph speak.
I think so too. You think that's part of what set Steph off? Because he had a game.
Oh, I feel like once he told him no, it was game on.
He's like, all right, well, let's get busy.
It was game on. Oh, you think it's gonna be like that? Okay, all right. Well,
he did say it was because he wanted to focus on the game and shit like that, whatever. But still, if they're doing that big tribute anyway, why not? Yeah. Like, when are you gonna get that chance to have Steph speak? Is he the one gonna induct you? Is that?
Of course.
You think it'll be Steph? You think it'll be Steph?
I know it's gonna be Steph and Draymond and Kerr. And maybe Kyrie or Luka or something, whatever bond he forms now. But hell yes, there will be at least 2 Warriors up there.
But like, who's the person that Klay Thompson is like, will you induct me to the Hall of Fame? Is it Steph Curry?
It might be Steph Curry. If it's not Steph, it's probably Steve.
So who's the person that Steph calls?
The same. Ditto.
He doesn't have his pop do it, or does Bron do it? Because they were bitter rivals their whole. You know what I mean, that meat of their career.
Bron better say no to that shit. Fuck that.
Who
Bron say no to that shit. Dog.
Who does Draymond call?
Steph?
Who does Bron call? Is it like Kareem or Magic, or it's not gonna be Mike? It's not gonna be Kareem. Could be Magic. KD?
Nah.
Shaq? Like who? Dwayne Wade?
It's probably gonna be Dwayne Wade.
Bronny?
Maybe. If Bronny's worth the shit, then
Pat Riley? No.
nah. Genie? Could definitely be Genie.
Could be Genie. Yeah. Huh. Anyway, game came down to the final couple of minutes. Steph went on a personal at like 10-0 run. It was good also to see Clay play well in the return. Hit 6 of 12 threes, 22 points, had a decent game, but Steph Curry.
He did Steph Curry things.
He finished with what, 37, 6, and 9. Like I said, went on his own personal run to close out the game. Just reminded everybody that this is his house, and he tells you to go to sleep, and you go to sleep.
He did the sleep thing.
So did Gino in San Francisco against the Niners today.
That's fire.
Bully move, Geno Smith.
Type shit.
So, I mean, Dallas was 2-2 on the week. They haven't had PJ Washington for like 5 games. Luka's been banged up. They're still working in new players. Are you concerned at all about the Dallas Mavericks?
A little bit. I don't think they're as tough as they were last year. Just defensively, they got a lot of scores. I mean, PJ played today.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Had a pretty decent game. Luka's gonna be back. I would like to see a whole different demeanor about him, though.
And they beat the Thunder tonight.
Yeah, that was a big game. It was a good game.
I guess it looked worse before today when the Mavs were 1-2 on the week, but going 500 in the week's not bad.
It's not bad.
What about these Warriors? Have you got to catch the Warriors more than that game?
No, I think that's the first game I've watched from them, man. I'm liking them, dog.
Do you think that can sustain? They're playing like 11 guys, just rotate.
It could, bro. It could. The battery that Draymond and Steve Kerr put in their back could carry them past the play-in tournament. Draymond's hitting jumpers now.
That's the play, and they're like second in the West right now.
He looks young, you know what I'm saying? Steph looks hungry. Like when he got his 4th championship, their bench is kind of deep. You know what I'm saying? They need some bigs. I do think they need a big or two. Dwight Howard wouldn't be bad.
How do you like? That's what's tricky for a team like the Warriors and the Lakers is trying to find that, because the only thing you can do is trade some of what you have to get that. So what do you sacrifice to get what you need? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it just depends, man. It's like a puzzle, man. Like if I could take away these 2 pieces and put this bigger piece.
That's why you got Kevon Looney or Christian Coloco now. You know what I mean? Like you can't just get a dude. Like if they could have got Hartenstein in the offseason, either one of those teams would have been huge.
I think they develop players a little faster than some teams. You know what I'm saying? They already got Kuminga shooting threes. I didn't think we're going to be seeing it like this for a while. Buddy Hield loves his role in position. Coming off screens. He loves that shit.
He is having fun.
And he's coming off the bench. I didn't even realize that. But they're pretty deep, man. You know, we'll see what happens with them.
I mean, we'll have to see, because like a lot of the talk is about moving Kuminga. And you move, I mean, that's, if you can just move Kuminga and get that big in and not sacrifice a lot of that depth, I think it'll be fine. But they have won 3 in a row. So, I mean, I guess let them cook. Like it.
Right. Even, that might be, even Jackson Hayes, bro. He's coming to his own and playing behind AD. He's learning some things, I'm sure.
I mean, you just talk about the Lakers now. 5-game win streak. Bron had his little triple-double streak in there. AR giving you 20-plus a night. AD's giving you 30 to 40.
Yeah.
The key so far has been it's one, moving D'Lo to the bench.
Yes.
And Dalton Connect just seemingly getting better as time goes on. The one problem though with all of this happening is D'Lo has consistently been performing off the bench,
Because he's hungry.
but that fifth starter has been different every game. You can't just have a rotate. Like it's been Max Christie, it's been Cam Reddish, Dalton Connect started the last game, but that was because Rui was out too. Like, if you can keep Rui, Bron, AD, AR, and you can find that fifth starter and get a constant contribution from Dalton Connect and D'Lo, and maybe try to move guys like Cam Reddish and Gabe Vincent and get that big that you need, because what are you getting out of those guys? You know what I mean? Like, I like how the Lakers look right now. If they can keep this going and find that steady fifth starter, and maybe it's not necessarily a point guard, depending on how you've seen Braun with the ball in his hands a lot the last week or so.
Triple doubles, man. 3 triple doubles back to back, and then clutch game winners. And I don't know, man. We're looking all right. I think it's gonna be telling once we play the Nuggets here soon, where we're really at. I don't want to really use that as a gauge, but it kind of lets you know, are we, play in? Are we fourth, fifth in the West?
And right now we're sitting in fourth, and it's good to see them still picking up these wins without having that consistency in the starting lineup. So hopefully once they can get that, it continues. And
the dog of Anthony Davis playing with the red eye. I feel like 2 years ago he wouldn't have played with the red eye.
He would have tried to wear those D-Wade.
Shout out AD. People told him put on some goggles. He wasn't hearing it. He's out there battling, and got to respect it right now. He's got to be top 2 in the league right now, man.
I said put on some goggles, but only because he gets poked in the eye a lot.
His eyes do stick out.
That's what, why not protect your face?
True. You're right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not like you soft or nothing. Like, you get poked in the eye a lot, nigga. Like, protect your
he's played with goggles before. We've seen the young pictures of him.
Yeah.
So he knows why he doesn't.
And he's grown into his body since then, so he doesn't have to worry about him looking that much like an alien anymore. He was a weird looking kid.
Yes.
With the Nuggets though, man, they 2-game losing streak, and I've figured out all of their issues. They lost, including tonight against Scottie Pippen Jr. and the Memphis Grizzlies. But Joker's missed the last 2 games, and Russell Westbrook has not been in the starting lineup. Boom, problem solved. Fix those things. Nuggets will be fine, right?
We'll see.
Got the guessing game for you. This is for the MVP watch, and this is for the MVP race 1 through 10 as of Thursday is when I got this list.
1 through 10 as of Thursday. Is Kevin Durant still on the list?
Yes. He's number 10.
Kevin Durant was my MVP favorite before he got the strained calf.
He was at number 10 on ESPN's list.
Anthony Davis is on the list.
2nd.
Donovan Mitchell.
5.
Jokic.
1. Leading right now. 4th MVP in 5 years.
Is LeBron on that list?
LeBron's number 8 on this list.
Respect. I'm going to go with Karl Anthony Towns.
Nope.
Brunson. Luka. Luka's not on the list. What if I got 5 already?
2, 3, 5, yeah.
Wemby?
Nope.
Antetokounmpo?
Why would he be on the MVP list?
Because he is the leading scorer still.
They're 4 and 9.
I know, but he is the leading scorer of the league.
You're not getting that at 4 and 9.
Um,
Nobody on this list is 4 and 9, so it's not Dame Lillard either.
who else is doing their thing right now?
You guess number 1.
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum's number 3.
Jaylen Brown.
Nope. He's missed some time though. So you got 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 10. So you still need to get 4, 6, 7, 9.
Shay.
4. We just talked about one of them.
Who?
Steph.
Steph. Fucking Steph. How many more are there? 2?
2. And these are the 2 that I thought going in that you would not guess. Number 7 and number 9.
Halliburton.
Nope.
This is a bonus.
Number 7.
Tyrese Maxey.
Nope. Missed a lot of time too. He should be back this week though.
Strain Kyle.
Next week, sorry. He's a teammate of one of the other players on this list.
Jamal Murray.
Nope.
Derek White.
Nope. Close.
Drew.
Nope. Close.
He's in Boston.
No.
Embiid.
No. You were close because his name starts with a D. Whenever you want me to tell you, just let me know. I'll be over here with my Klaus Holler.
I don't know, who is it?
Darius Garland.
I was gonna say fucking Garland X. Word.
On that MVP ladder right now, Sam.
Donovan Mitchell and Darius. It's crazy.
Did you see the proposed changes to the All-Star game?
I did not.
So the NBA has floated this shift to a 4-team format. So 3 of the 4 teams would have 8 All-Stars apiece on their team. So one would have 8, 8, 8, right? And then the 4th team would be the winner of the Rising Stars game. So this is a format that the NHL has used since 2016. And it's yet to be determined, like, if they do this, because this is a format that they already use in the G League or for the Rising Stars game. So it's yet to be determined whether the NBA would simply just adopt that format and they would both do it, or if the Rising Stars game would go back to just the 2 teams, and then the winner of that would become the 4th team in the All-Star tournament. Think about that. What do you think?
I don't know if the players want to do it.
They don't want to do anything. All-Star wise.
Need more games. Another game.
Probably bigger incentives. Only like one of.
They gotta try shit, man. It's time.
Why not?
So why not?
I feel bad for that Rising Stars team every time though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's say do something.
I mean, I guess it could have guys like fucking Wemby would be in the Rising Stars game this year, shit like that. So like,
yeah,
he'd also be an All-Star. I think it could be cool though. The NBA is also developing or preparing a European league that could end up being a direct rival to EuroLeague.
Yeah.
This comes on the heels of the EuroLeague champ talking shit to the Celtics. Like, you're not the world champs, we're the world champs. Come over here and play us and we'll decide, or something like that.
We'll decide, yeah, that'd be cool.
They probably get fucking smoked
like
by the Celtics, but it'd be cool to see.
Right.
Let's talk about some of these injuries going on throughout the league, man. There's a lot of notable players out right now. I'm gonna run through some of them, and I want to get what you think. What teams or players are hurting the most from some of these injuries, and teams that could be benefiting or players benefiting from it. So we got Lonzo Ball, wrist injury, he's out. Aaron Gordon, we talked about him last week. Kawhi, obviously. Ja Morant's hip. Chris Middleton could return this week, which could help. Zion's hamstring. Dejounte Murray Mitchell Robinson, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, Isaiah Hartenstein, Paolo, Tyrese Maxey, KD, Malik Monk, like all missing significant time already. It's on top of like Joel Embiid, Paul George. Guys are listed day to day every game because they're gonna miss time. Like I think Donovan Mitchell didn't play tonight due to just rest. Shout out to the Cavs, by the way, 15-0. But where do you think, like, if you look at the Bulls, heavy at guard anyway, but I think a player like Josh Giddey and even Kobe White, because of what he had, how he played last year, could be benefiting in Chicago with Lonzo Ball being out because they're heavy at guard in Chicago.
Yeah, both of them are benefiting right now. They're just building their resume up a little more right now.
Yeah, whether one of them gets moved or both of them gets moved or Lonzo gets moved or Zach LaVine gets moved, like you're getting a good look at some of these guys in Chicago at the guard spot.
Yeah, it's a showcase time. When
Exactly.
it goes down like that, you just ball out of control and hope they see you, either team you're currently on or the next team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think Milwaukee could be benefiting. I mean, at least this week, getting Chris Middleton back because like he's got to help, right?
Yeah, unless the rotation's completely fucked.
You said it last week. Blow it up. Fuck it. Trade everybody. Middleton, Lopez, Bobby Portis, Giannis, Dame Lillard. Just get draft picks. Doc, trade him. Boom.
We'll take Bobby Portis as a Laker.
Blow it up. The Magic and Thunder also benefiting because with these guys missing significant time, especially in the case of the Magic missing Paolo, Orlando's third in the East right now.
I think they're just going to get better when he gets back too, man.
Exactly, and that's one of those teams where they can get their star back and it won't offset anything. You know what I mean? Those guys go back to their roles. You got guys like KCP who know how to step.
Paolo's still a team player too. Like
Exactly.
Not going to fuck it up.
Right. So I think, with Chet going down, Hartenstein hasn't played, obviously, and those kind of injuries, the Thunder are still rolling outside. They got, 3 losses on the year. So they're still doing their thing, like 11-3.
Yeah, they're still tough. It's that, they swing, get a good look, I mean, a lot of teams are not going to miss too much, Some teams look at their all-star, their superstar to control everything. But if, that ball's moving around and you're just getting good looks, anything's possible.
Ball movement, player movement.
Thunder, that team.
Other teams benefiting, I think, are all of the teams currently in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. Because he is hooping at Duke. They got a loss so far in the year, but Cooper Flag's fucking balling, still looking like a number 1 pick. All the teams in that lower lottery.
They're about to come up.
Well, I still can't get over the fact that it's possible that, say the Clippers end up just shitting the bed horribly, right? And they end up with the number 1 pick. That pick will go to the Thunder. I just can't get over that type of shit. That's wild.
They're going to be good, man.
I also think that the Magic and Thunder are teams that could be hurt by this, especially, again, with the Magic, because you miss your star player, a guy that can get you 50, 13, and 9 on a given night. Could be hard to get back from that. They're like 8-6, 8-4, something like that right now. Paolo's supposed to be back December 8th. So if you can hold on for about another month and stay with, at least, in the 6-7 range in that time, like don't get too far down. I think Orlando could be fine once he comes back.
They got dogs, man. They got
sure.
a mean demeanor on a lot of them cast. Them Wagner boys, KCP, Suggs, you know what I'm saying? They got some muscle over there.
Even, what's the name? Black's been hooping this year too. Cat with a little fro.
Right.
I think the Pelicans could also be hurting. Luckily, DeJounte Murray is due back, I think December 3rd, or maybe, what was it?
I like him, man. I like him way more than Trae Young.
Where'd it go? Oh, November 25th is the estimated return date for him. And in that limited sample size you got with him and the Pelicans, they miss him already. Clearly, they're like 4-9 themselves, kind of spiraling out, and missing Zion too. Once again, who I also heard trade rumors about, and I heard one person, and it's not like reputable insider or anything like that. It was Bubba Dub talking about the possibility of the Lakers getting Zion. Stop it. I hate it. Horrible idea. Don't even think twice about it. Let's just move on. It's terrible.
I don't know. Maybe after a couple more years, LeBron leaves. Zion might be ready.
This is him and AD will just be in each other's way.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Not enough space there. It's a horrible idea. And Philly. Because, you bring in Paul George and you think that'll get them over the hump. They also brought in like Caleb Martin, guys like this. You got a young dude in Jared McCain fucking hooping, which is a positive in this. But when Tyrese Maxey comes back, and I think he's due back in the next week or so too, you're not going to get Paul George or Joel Embiid every game. So when do you build this chemistry with these new players to be one of those top teams in the East? Like, how is this going to work throughout the season when Embiid said he's not playing back-to-backs? Paul George isn't going to make every back-to-back. I just don't see how you build, especially with the way the Knicks are playing already, bringing in a guy like Cat.
Yeah, man. Cat about to be their leading scorer, too.
I'm not enjoying that. I
enjoy watching Cat play with the Knicks.
I can't even say those words.
You're not enjoying it. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm not. He's playing good basketball. I'll say that.
He's a hooper.
I'll say that.
He's a hooper.
I'll say that. They're playing good basketball. Ish. Because they're still right around 500 too.
Yeah. Both of them, I think him and Brunson still trying to figure each other out.
And Mikal Bridges for sure too.
Yeah, true.
I'm
gonna just make shit happen.
I'm still surprised that they had DiVincenzo in that trade.
I fucked it all up, man. I was ready to call him Nova Knicks all season.
Right.
Yeah.
That was gone so fast. Didn't even get to see them all together.
They did do an interview all together, which is great.
And I think they were all on the podcast.
It was what interview was it? I think it was for GQ. They were asking each other what their favorites of things were, but they only played together for 3-4 years.
Dante's probably pissed that he didn't get to do.
Pissed, bro. He showed the first game of the season.
I just mean because he didn't get to do the fucking Wu-Tang drop shit.
True.
All the shit they've been doing, they had a Kith one too, but I'd have been mad I didn't get my Wu-Tang dunk on.
Did you see them jackets? Some leather jackets?
Yeah. The one thing that brings me back to earth about Karl Anthony Towns and is making me feel some kind of way about the rest of these Knicks is, did you see him walk in with those dumbass Ninja Turtle masks on their face the other day?
Yeah.
That type of shit. Remember when I said I don't want...
You doing goofy shit.
Remember when I said I don't want Karl Anthony Towns rubbing off on the Knicks?
What's happening?
That shit. But he's hooping. Fuck him.
Exactly. He's going to hoop.
All right, let's talk about these City Edition jerseys, man. Dropped them all this week. We've got to see some of them on the court. Give me one of your least favorites.
Celtics.
Hate it. I hate it.
It's cool, that dark green, but it's followed with the Celtic green and the neon green on the numbers and letters and whatnot. Just too many greens. Plus, it's Celtics. Least favorite right there.
I also hate the Heat culture jerseys. We don't have to put they're not
it's in regular ass font too.
It doesn't have to be on there.
Just bring out the white hot.
Miami's had some of the best jerseys of all time, and now they're fucking up their court and their uniforms, adding a whole nother word that doesn't need to be on there.
Some of the coolest colors, and that's what they want to do.
They started fucking up with those two-tone jerseys, and it's their fault that some of these other jerseys are fucking happening now that I'm thinking about it. Because I hated those, and I hate all these other two-tone jerseys.
I hate all the neon shit. There's a lot of that nasty neon, and now everybody want a teal jersey.
The Lakers are the third team on my list, because not only do I hate the color gradient thing, but just throwing the yellow Lakers in the middle of the purple and black looks terrible.
Purple with the black pinstripe with the yellow Laker, yeah.
I don't like it.
A black Laker would have been hard on that bitch, huh?
I could have been cool with that. Maybe some trim, you know what I'm saying?
Another one I didn't like too much was the Denver Nuggets, man. I love the 5280. I don't like the white. It looks like a practice jersey, and I'm not really fond of the rainbow print. I would like to see maybe black on that bitch, or come back to the mellow era. Put some baby blue, maybe a baby blue. City edition would be hard, bro. Powder blue city edition with the 5280.
I'm on the fence with those ones. I don't know if I want to see him back, but I kind of do.
They could freak it, bro. They could definitely freak it. But yeah, I'm good with the rainbow shit, dog. I really am. Like, it just, your colors. That's not it.
I mean, most of the teams aren't using their fucking colors anymore, but like,
true.
The Grizzlies ones are dope.
That's one of my favorites.
I love those ones with like that old.
That's one of my favorites, and I hope they freak the shorts a little bit too.
With that blue trim around around the Memphis, I dig those.
Yeah, maybe some of that tribal around the, that, and with the cool retro Grizzly logo, that'd be hard, bro. They might be the illest ones, especially if it was just reverse of the teal with the red, and it was red with the teal. Those shits are hard. I didn't like Brooklyn's neither, bro.
I never liked theirs. Actually,
they dropped the ball every time. The only ones they ever had were the Coogee Notorious B.I.G. ones. Some shits was hard.
I didn't really like those ones much either. Those look like a kid did them. But the throwback sky blue ones with the red, I like those ones. I like the Drazen Petrovic jerseys. Those ones are
Ooh, they should bring back the gray with the red, Negro. The gray with the red New Jersey Nets.
I forgot about those. They probably don't want to remember New Jersey like that.
That's cool, but
I mean, they got to the finals twice with that team.
True, that shit would be epic. Most definitely. Another one of my favorites. My favorite one out of all these, Raptors. Black with the signature Raptor. Shit's fire, dog. I like those the most.
I want to like those, but something about them is just like off to me. I think like I like that they have the Vince Dino Dunk on there, but I think it's like having the black jersey, but then the Raptors wearing a purple jersey on the black jersey. It just feels out. That's the one that feels more like a practice jersey to me. Like, and I really want to like that one, but it's just.
So they should have put the black jersey on the Raptor too.
Yeah, but then it could have just blended in too much or something. Like that could have been a problem too. I don't know what they could have done differently for me to really like it. Like they're all right, but I feel like they could have been so dope.
They're dope.
They're all right. I like New Orleans jerseys.
They're all right.
The deep purple with the gold. I like those ones.
Definitely some NOLA vibes.
Dallas and Chicago look the same.
I kind of fuck with Chicago's.
They look just like Dallas. Like, why not? Where's the originality? Dallas has more stuff to it, but I like the Jazz.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the retro mountains.
Right. The updated throwback with the Rockies on it.
Exactly.
Jazz had the right idea. Charlotte wasn't bad. Theirs are kind of. I think they've had close to the same kind of ones the last couple of years. So I don't mind the Charlotte ones with the teal, black, and gold.
Right. San Antonio's were hard. With the powder blue.
I think I'd rather have it like the Spurs on there than the San Antonio. But it's city edition, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Golden State's
decent.
Fire. Clean. Pistons, the only ones that rock with the tan.
Houston was alright. Yeah, I did like that they did that. Houston was alright.
Yeah, H-Town, you can't go wrong. Hawks, just the switch the red with the baby blue.
I'm alright with that one too. It was okay. It's not in the worst.
Indies trash.
Knicks trash.
Knicks trash. The Bucks are alright. Minnesota trash.
Trash. I think it's supposed to be like the Northern Lights or something, so that's they tried.
Yeah.
Phoenix is okay.
Rip City just because it's Rip City.
Yeah, Phoenix is alright.
Clips is whack. Cleveland whack. Magic probably dope actually. White with the black.
Yeah, I mean it's again like an homage to a throwback. Those are alright.
Yeah. Bucks, they're not bad neither.
I don't like. They're all right. Yeah.
OKC's were actually pretty fire tonight too.
I don't mind those ones.
Yeah. That's it. Wizards whack.
Yep.
Kings whack. It's an homage to the old school.
Kings are okay. I'm okay with the Kings one. I would have rather see the Lion, but I'm okay with that.
Right.
I like that red with the blue. That Royals joint. Those are dope. Oh. Yeah, shoe news.
Hell yeah, we got shoe news. You best believe we got shoe news.
Oh, do we?
USC rocked some D-Book ones with the classic red with the gold. Pretty fire D-Book, if I might say so myself, bro.
Nice.
Also, Supersonics got a Nike Dunk Low. It's a pretty fire shoe. I'm going to have to send it to you, but that's a nice little dunk right there in the classic colorway, Supersonics.
Nice.
What you got on shoe news?
I just learned a little bit about Santia Deck, the owner, creator. She's first of all, she's known as the queen of abs, and if you see her, it makes fucking sense.
She looks swole.
Highest paid women's professional football player, signed a multi-million-dollar deal with the LA Fames in 2020. That same year, her and her mom actually started Tronus, which is her shoe company, which has had constant growth every year since. Super innovative. She's a social media influencer, motivational speaker. I've seen her shoes in a couple of places. I checked out the website as well. Looked at the men's shoes. They're kind of cool. Like they're different. I like how they don't follow like the same old silhouette. They also look like they'd be really nice on foot. Like they feel really nice on foot. I don't know how I feel about like the sock ankle part of it. That's something I really haven't, and I know that's a problem for you too.
Right.
Some of them are rockable. They got some slides too. I definitely check them out. Like if the motherhood high tops were to just show up at In My Bag headquarters, cool with it. Cool.
All right. Cool with it. Cool with it. Shoe news.
So should we talk about this Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight first? Before we get to those two, they need to stop letting Roy Jones Jr. talk in public.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no. But he said it first. His legs were not there.
He said it first, second, third, 18th.
Yeah, like I know he wasn't being biased, but damn, make him sound a little better than that. But
right.
He looked way better in the Roy Jones fight, bro. Like, there's no way Mike Tyson has made that much of a decline, bro. And after watching this fucking
why not?
After watching this fucking fight back, it felt like he was pulling punches back. It felt like he didn't want to connect. It felt like he could have still done some shit, but didn't want to. I don't know, man. Something don't rub me right about the fight. And I think he could have gave a little more effort. I've never seen him bite his fucking glove that fucking much. I think it's because he wanted to hit him and he was restraining himself of some sort. I think that shit was scripted. I don't ever need to see a Jake Paul fight again. I will watch the cards before that, though.
Shout out to Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano.
That's a fact.
Because that fight.
Shout out Amanda. She got robbed.
It's not a robbery in that close of a fight. Somebody's got to win. It was a couple of points of difference. I also think
it would have been a draw if he didn't take a point. But taking a point, I think, set Amanda up to win it.
It kind of should have. I mean, I think it should have gone her way too. But with that close of a fight, the problem is with, I won't say like that she cheated or anything, but you could definitely see with all the holding and the leading with her head that Katie Taylor was doing, you could see the problem that Serrano's trainers were having with it. I agree with that. So if you want to say she got robbed because in that sense, I would I would say that. But with that close of a fight, they just got to run it back. I think let's go round 3.
It's crazy. She won both of them, bro.
That just means that Jake Paul has to fight again, though. Also, figure it out, Netflix.
Yeah, like millions of people streaming shit every day. You tell me if we all watch the same thing, we got a problem.
they were like, "Oh, well, we did Kobayashi live. This will be fine."
It's fucking Iron Mike.
But it was still better than that Nelly concert I told you I went to, and I was just sitting there getting my hair retwisted. And I didn't really get to lock in. Like I saw some of the Goya fight, I saw some of the fights before Serrano, but at that time I was just FaceTiming with you and showing my nephew how to make a delicious baked potato.
Right.
But once I tuned in, man, like that Serrano, that was a great fight.
It was a good fight. It was a good fight for sure.
Same with the night after, the co-main event in that one. In the 5th round is where you got good, but
yeah, it just shows the heart Michael Chandler had, man. Even asking his trainers like, "What combo do I need to set up?" The man was literally trying to learn how to fucking beat this fucking astronomical Rubik's Cube of a fucking Charles Oliveira. Charles is comfortable everywhere. He'll tee off on you. He's a human backpack. Like
he looked like he had Chandler's back a few times. I thought he was gonna submit him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's about to go crazy. I think. Yeah, Charles Oliveira is about to have his time for sure. And as for Michael Chandler, this might set up the McGregor even more now that he lost.
Is it gonna happen?
I do think it's gonna happen because they both want it, and Dana White will wait till he can pass a drug test to do so.
Most importantly on this card, and still heavyweight champion, John Bones Jones. Dog. The GOAT's back in the.
He said, "Call him John Meat Jones now."
I'm not gonna do that.
He said, "You gotta call me John Meat Jones now."
All right. Well, from now on, you're doing all the John Jones topics.
I'm not calling him John Meat. I can't do it.
That nigga Jonathan. Jonathan Jones.
I can't do it.
Finished it in the 3rd round against Stipe.
Vicious heel kick to the floating rib. I'm sure it's broken.
Oh yeah.
Stipe looked like he was in fear for his life since the press conference.
I mean, and Stipe's 42 on top of it too, man. So like we talk about age with Tyson, some of that could have tied in too.
Absolutely.
But Stipe looked like he was in good shape coming in. Sounded confident.
Stipe's a fucking monster.
Oh yeah.
That's heavyweight of all time. Second now. Damn right. But yeah, Stipe, shout out for, giving it a shot. It was awesome to see John Jones stand up. It was awesome to see John Jones not just finish it in the first.
Yeah.
He gave Stipe his credit. It's a strong dude. I wanted to finish him in the first. It was awesome to see John Jones strike again, man. And then at the 12-6. 12-6 elbows were live in effect, bro.
Those are scary, dog.
Yeah, dog. Especially from that man. So
those are scary, dog.
UFC just got better, if you ask me.
Man, it has to be on man. Those elbows.
Dana White.
And nobody, like you said when we talked about those elbows, nobody uses them like John Jones uses them, like punishing.
Yeah. Dana White saying that he doesn't want to do the Alex Pieta and John Jones fight right now, just because of the path Alex Pieta's on, and he doesn't think it's fair to him to put him against somebody like John Jones to just end his whole reign.
And John Jones got to fight Aspinall first, because Aspinall
he don't even want to do that.
That's the only way he gets to that Pereira fight.
But John Jones is speaking from a point of, if they don't want to give me that, if they want to just have me fight him, then I just got to seriously think if I want to come back or not.
Well, that's to figure out who. That's for, because Aspinall is the interim heavyweight champ. So if John Jones could just walk away, Aspinall will be the champ anyway. So if he still wants to continue, I see where Dana's coming from. Because if he wants to fight, figure out who's the heavyweight champ first, and then do all the passion projects you want.
That's what fighting's for.
Right. Who's the best? And then go off and have those fights you want. That's the fight that should happen, I think, next. If Bones is going to fight.
We're happy with that fight, though.
God, that was so nice to watch him.
Super happy with that. Shout out to John.
Let's get into some entertainment news, man. When's the last time you heard the name Ben Stiller?
I was just watching Meet the Fockers last night.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Swear to God, put it on for no reason at all.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, filming started on his new movie, The Dink.
The Dink.
The Dink. It's about a tennis pro who has to turn to pickleball to keep his club from going under. So I'm assuming there's a tournament and they have to win it.
Ooh, will we see a Vince Vaughn cameo?
Spoiler alert, they don't win it, but the camaraderie they learned was enough for them to all be happy in their new endeavor. That's how the movie ends.
How do you know that?
Made it up.
No, I think they win it all, bro.
I think there could be like a Vince Vaughn sighting. I'm sure there'll be a lot of cameos from Dodgeball days. Is Rip Torn still alive? You know Rip Torn, he was Z. If you dodge a ball, a wrench, you could dodge a ball. That was Rip Torn. Z or Zed, Z or Zed from Men in Black.
I don't know.
Like their boss.
What year was Dodgeball?
2008 something.
It's a good time for movies back then.
I saw Andy Roddick's cast in it though, former tennis star. See how that goes. Should be an interesting role for him at least. You see how like Adam Sandler uses those guys, those type of guys like Tom Brady or Shaq. Let's see what Andy Roddick does. Got some Denzel Washington news. He was doing an interview with Australia's Today, and he rattled off a few projects he'll be doing. There was rumors that he had said he was retiring soon after some of these newer films. Not the case. But he mentioned
Morgan Freeman's still going.
Morgan Freeman's got like a TV show.
You know what I'm saying? Denzel, he could do this forever.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he wants to. You know what
I've seen Equalizer 3. The man was on vacation and shot a movie.
Barry Sanders was great and retired. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just go out because you want to. But he mentioned revisiting Othello. He'll be playing Hannibal, and then he also mentioned that Ryan Coogler is writing a part for him in Black Panther 3.
Fire! Can't wait.
Hasn't been confirmed by Marvel yet, but if Denzel said it, then I'm going with it. Also, there was like this outrage.
Are you calling him Denzel?
I'm calling him by his name.
That's what he says, Denzel?
His name is Denzel Washington.
His name is Denzel.
Look it up. Bet 500 push-ups.
He says Denzel Washington.
His name is Denzel Washington. He just got sick of correcting people. It's just like Travis and Jason Kelce. Last name's not Kelce.
Denzel sounds way better than Denzel.
Travis and Jason Kelce and Denzel Washington.
It's fucked up.
It's his name.
Michael Vick.
So Woody McClain has been cast to play Michael Vick in the biopic. Now, Woody McClain, you'll know from he played Bobby Brown in the Bobby Brown story and the New Edition story. But
I'm hoping he's in that Boys to Men too. Michael Vick.
I was like, Bobby Brown for what? But you know him best. He was Kane in Power.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So,
he killed that New Edition shit.
It was all right.
I thought he was a good Bobby Brown.
He was all right. He was a good Bobby Brown. It was all right. It was just, I think he'll be better as Michael Vick.
Come on, bro. Out of most biopics, that New Edition one was one of the best.
Out of most biopics, was one of the best. Have you seen Ali? Have you seen Ray? What do you mean? Have you seen Space Jam?
I've seen them. I was thinking like
top 3 biopics right there. Michael came out of retirement, fought the aliens, played baseball.
Top 3. Okay, I said most, nigga, not the top 5.
It was one of those better like made for TV joints. Like it was better than the one where Flex was playing Michael Jackson.
It's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
it was just hard for me to buy Woody McClain as Bobby Brown, just like it was hard for me to buy Hakeem Lyon as Michael Bivins. It just didn't. It just, man. But I think it'll be a good Michael Vick, super athletic dude. Yeah, I think this will be. I'd like the Bobby Brown story, but I think this will be better.
I would love to see a story on Michael Vick's life. That's dope.
I'm excited about it. You mentioned Boyz II Men. They've got a biopic and a documentary in the works, storing their 30+ year career now that spans like our lifetime. Any thoughts on like who you would cast in Boyz II Men? Like anybody popping into your mind? Young Boyz II Men, old Boyz II Men.
Maybe what's his name's kids.
Yeah, that's what that was the only one all I could really think of too is one of Ye's kids. My other problem is like, do you think in these type of biopics, like in Ray, Jamie Foxx could actually sing? Woody McClain is no Bobby Brown. Like, so
I didn't think Bobby Brown was the best singer anyway.
Bobby Brown's dope.
Yeah, he was good for a short time.
Now,
and then once you saw him do some shit with Ja Rule as a rap,
that was like a 30-year time span you just talked about.
I know.
It was definitely over then, though.
I don't think he had to sing for that one. Yeah,
was that Thug Levin? Was that was called?
Yeah,
Thug Levin.
It was.
He made barbecue sauce and shit.
It's fucked up.
So yeah, that's why. Like, I don't know. Like, I think the lip syncing is what throws me off when you're playing the part. Like, I know Jamie Foxx sang those Ray parts. I know Will Smith took those punches. So the lip syncing kind of throws me off, I think, is the thing that I can't fully buy in. So, especially if it's like people we know playing those, like somebody playing Sean Stockman from Boyz II Men, and we know that person can't sing, the lip syncing will fuck with me.
Yeah. It just depends on the range of the actor, I think.
Like, do you just get other old R&B singers to play them? Like Keith Sweat as Sean Morris?
No.
I'm curious about the Michael part.
Oh, it's gonna be lip singing.
Since Michael's been gone, you don't like hear much of his side. And I know like there was a falling, like he had some health problems, but there's also some falling out with the other members of Boyz II Men. So I don't know, like if you get up to Boyz II Men now, if you still get part of Michael's story, even though it's just the three of them actually on stage and touring and doing all the shit.
Oh yeah, I mean there might be a short stint at the end where it shows what Boyz II Men's up to now.
Well, Boyz II Men is still
performing at the Taste of Colorado and shit. But I think most of the movie or series will be about all four of them.
Well, it's going up through their careers now. It's just like I know it'll go up to like the falling out with Michael probably, but like what is he doing after? Like what is he doing now that they're still on tour?
Mm-hmm.
That type of shit. Because I don't know those stories. I caught this short film that like it caught my eye a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't get a chance to watch it, and I sat down and I checked it out the other day. It's like 20-30 minutes long. It's called Bebe. You seen anything about it?
I did see that,
yeah. I watched it.
Drama.
It's obviously it's inspired by the classic Robin Harris movie Bebe's Kids. It centers around Bebe, the single mother of three, who struggles to understand why men she meets keep leaving after the first date. Crazy twist at the end. Has like a psychological thriller type of vibe to it in that short amount of time. Directed and I believe written by Marquise Gold. It was cool, like the costumes, the set design, everything threw you back to Bebe's Kids. Had this dark little twist on it. They had this little dude playing the Tone Loc baby part. That part was kind of funny to me, but it made sense. But it was cool. You got like a quick 25 minutes. Check out Bebe, man. The link will be posted below, actually.
It was a short film?
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes. 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah, it was fast. Yeah. You can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I had a quick 20 minutes. I couldn't find it. I was sick of going like this or like this.
Mm-hmm.
So I threw that on real quick. It was all right. For like a low budget production kind of thing, it was cool.
Right.
If you like Bebe's Kids, check it out if you're just curious.
It kind of reminds me of when they first did the little thing for Bel Air, not before they even knew it was going to be a show. He just did that little commercial,
Oh yeah.
blew it up into something way bigger.
I don't know if Bebe Kids got it like fresh.
Right.
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah, true.
Well, Snoop and Dre, man, we all know that iconic duo releasing technically Snoop's next project, Missionary, because it's a follow up to Doggy Style, but the whole entire album is produced by Dr. Dre.
I like it. It's gonna be dope. Thought it was corny what they did on Drink Champs. They started just singing the songs.
I saw that
over the lyrics. I thought that was corny.
They might just enjoy it. They're just having a good time. They got gin and juice.
They were definitely having a good time. Yes.
But you know, there's a gang of features on here. You got BJ the Chicago Kid, Tom Petty, and Jelly Roll on the same song. Method Man, I talked about that a couple weeks ago. Sting, M and 50 on the same track. There's a few others. Overall,
2001 all over again.
I'm okay with it, and that's what remember I told you I spent too much time thinking about this today. So my thought is, like, this is cool, and I'm gonna listen to the album obviously, but what if Dr. Dre and Snoop went another route and did this thing where they took like iconic Death Row or Aftermath beats or songs and flipped them and remade the songs with newer Aftermath or Death Row artists and call it something like Reconstructive Surgery? Like Snoop and Dr. Dre present Reconstructive Surgery with a reconstructive
with new Death Row artists,
with newer, or like with like you
newer
got
for sure. Like
you got like October London's on October London's on Death Row now, guys like that, or like could you imagine Kendrick doing Bitch Please 3?
Right, Kendrick, Game,
like
Nate Dogg's son. That'd be crazy.
That In the Ghetto joint that Busta Rhymes and Rick James did, have Kendrick on that joint.
Nate Dogg's son, is he with Death Row?
I'd imagine so. I don't think they'd let him go anywhere else unless like Bad Boy signed him. Anderson .Paak on any Snoop beat.
Any Dre beat, yeah.
Or Snoop or Anderson .Paak and Kendrick doing Nothing But a G thing. Or Fuck You, California Love, Let's Get High. Marsha Ambrosius could do some shit. Like, I think, like if they did Bang Bang, I don't know what the girl says on there, but you can have Marsha Ambrosius sing that part.
Keep their heads ringing.
Dog, all of that shit, like, so you keep, like, it still be keep the heads ringing, but it's Kendrick. It still be Nothing But a G thing, but it's K-Dot and Anderson .Paak. And just do a whole album like that. I think it'd be dope.
That'd be fire shit. I would listen.
Yeah, I had way too much time to think about that today. I was putting all these different songs together and like
you'd be mad once they drop that bitch. You like, damn.
Anderson .Paak. I'm sending this video to them. I'm getting my cut. I even had like Anderson .Paak doing What's My Name? Like Anderson .Paak. It fits.
Yeah, you thought too damn much about that.
I was door dashing for like 6 hours, dog. What else was I supposed to do but listen to music and think about it? You get some old like NWA beats even. Like fucking Jeff Rose. She could do Blow Your Mind, the Eve joint. That was a Dre beat. Lay Low was a Dre beat.
Real motherfucking G's.
Got any L's this week?
Yeah, man. Embiid sniffing his fucking fingers after scratching his butt at the free throw line.
Oh,
that's an L for sure.
Yes, every time.
Also, Mike Tyson's ass cheeks. Also, Mike Tyson's son interviewed his daddy while his ass cheeks were out and getting the kiss and allowing Netflix to film his daddy's ass.
That was a Mike Tyson call. He's like, I'm not putting no shorts on for this interview, son. Like that.
Nobody was gonna tell him to neither.
No.
Sure. But I'd be like, don't put that camera on my daddy's butt.
What? You got the other ones?
No, I think I'm gonna call it good right there. I can say a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
I'm gonna call it good right there.
I had a couple planned, but I found one today that is my L. But I was gonna talk about De'Aaron Fox dropping 60, losing to the Timberwolves. I wasn't a fan of Big Mo, the ring announcer for the Tyson fight. I think that was
I
not.
thought he did a great job announcing Tyson.
It's not that he was bad. It was just that. Sure, they got
You
a
want
younger
a buffer,
guy.
bro.
No, I didn't. I don't want the same type of shit. Like, have Lil Jon announce it. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been a time to do a whole different kind of voice in boxing, but it was the same cut of the same type. It was a buffer from fucking Timu. You know what I mean? Like, get a different kind of voice. Like, you want to get people excited about boxing? Get some exciting shit in there. Have Lil Jon yelling that shit out. Iron Mike Tyson. El Gallo. Fuck, you know what I mean? Some shit like that. Change it up, but I digress. My L this week goes to Beyonce.
What'd she do?
Well, Netflix announced that she will be performing at halftime of the Ravens Texans Christmas game in Houston. Now it's an L because as much as I love football, I'm not in favor of the NBA of the NFL grinching the NBA. Thanksgiving is for football. Christmas is for basketball. Period.
So we boycotting NFL that day?
I already said I was, and I know losing one viewer in the grand scheme of things when you're Beyonce or Netflix or the NFL doesn't matter. But they will not have my attention on Christmas Day.
I mean, mine either. We know what Christmas is for.
Food. Like, so Beyonce, Netflix, and NFL can get that L on that one.
Seen one Beyonce performance. No, I'm just kidding.
And it's because they'll end up taking over the NBA on Christmas Day, and they'll probably have more viewers in the NBA this year, like they did for fucking Black Friday or whatever last year. It's like, for what though? Like, it doesn't have to be every day of football. Leave the shit alone. And now Beyonce's performing at halftime like it's the fucking Super Bowl. It's not the Super Bowl. Well, who cares? Why is she performing on Netflix at halftime? Because if the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight was any indication, not gonna be able to see most of that shit anyway. So I'll be chilling over on ESPN and ABC and NBC and wherever else there's NBA for those 5 games on Christmas this year, and tuning into 0 NFL on Christmas Day, because leave it alone.
You're taking an L, Beyonce. Hold that.
Hold that.
Bully of the week.
Bully of the week.
I gotta shout out a couple players today. Julius Randle with the game-winning 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Shout out for that. And Jason Tatum for hitting the game winner. Watching his boy Jaylen Brown go down after the defender knocked him over. And that's who Jason was looking for. But he took matters into his own hands and clutched that bitch. Gotta give him respect on that one.
Was that game winner?
It was the game winner.
He traveled.
Did they call it?
Not in the game, but the NBA, they came out and said it after. He traveled.
So what does that mean?
That nothing happens.
Jason Tatum hit it.
Just bully with an asterisk.
Yep.
Because he traveled. Another reason to give him a bully is because I saw something, and I forgot to put it in for the show, that he joined an ownership group trying to bring a WNBA team to St. Louis.
Fire. I like that a lot. They could use some revenue.
Right?
Shout out.
Good fucking sport.
Yeah, real shit.
The Cardinals are still there. And are the Blues still there? And the Blues are still there. They still got 2 sports. One of my bullies, John Jones, just because he's John Jones and he won a fight.
Of course. He's
Bully
definitely on the list.
Jake Paul also gets a bully, not because of the fight or all that extra bullshit. It was for his entrance. Not like the low rider or any of that. It was the song. And it took me a second to realize why he was using In the Air tonight for his entrance. Mike Tyson in The Hangover.
Yep.
I liked it.
Hard.
That was my favorite part.
He still got it. Yeah, that shit was great.
Who else? You got any other bullies?
That's it, man.
I got 2 more. This co-bully goes to Chris Paul and James Harden. Chris Paul recently became the third player with 12,000 assists. And James Harden passed Ray Allen for second in threes made today.
It's crazy.
And then the other bully
where
goes,
he shall remain till somebody passes his ass up.
Yep. And then the last bully is Travis Hunter. CU smoked Utah yesterday. His 55 yards, also had an interception. Shador did his thing, 343 touchdowns. Right now, it's looking like Colorado can make the college football playoff where anything's possible. Shout out to Coach Prime, turning that team around. They went from 1-11 2 years ago to what are they, 8-4 right now? 7-4? Like, Coach Prime, shout out.
Shout out.
Travis Hunter said he wishes he'd get drafted by the Broncos, so he'd just stay in Colorado.
Love is real. Oh, yeah. That was a good one. Goodbye for now until we meet again. I am CB the Bully at CBDA Bully on Instagram. That is EB of In My Bag Apparel. Together we are Bro to Bro Podcast. Please like, share, comment, and you can find him at
In My _bag 2023. Didn't we just say this?
No, I just said EB of In My Bag Apparel.
I guess I was in my head. I was thinking you said it.
And that's us. Real shit. Y'all stay up. Till next time. B2B.